was going to be taking photographs today of myself for the website, but I couldn't connect my camera to my laptop, so I got a bit annoyed, sat down for a moment, and decided to bake instead. I've so far baked some, what are they called? Almond protein shortbread cookies. Some weird amalgamation of ingredients to make a little protein cookie. This. I haven't tried one yet. I don't know what they taste like. They've got maple syrup, vanilla protein powder, some chia seeds, almond flour and coconut sugar, vegan butter and oat milk. That's the ingredients that I kind of mashed together to see if I can make a cookie that sort of resembles shortbread but with added protein. Anyway, I want to make kurtos kolač, probably pronouncing that terribly wrong, otherwise known as chimney cake, and I first tried this in Budapest a very, very long time ago when I was doing my art degree. We went to Budapest and the street vendors sold kurtos kolač. I know I'm saying it wrong, but they were amazing. Basically, it's kind of like a churro, but it's tunnel, so you have the pastry spiraled around and then covered in sugar and cinnamon and nuts and things, and they just taste so good. And I've wanted to try and make one for ages. I can't remember exactly how they cook them now, but there's one way to do it with rolling pins, and there's another way to do it with drinks cans, and I've been saving these for a year, I guess, because I haven't actually got around to making it yet. Wrap some tin foil around it, makes it easier to come off, and then I think you oil it as well. So I wrote down a basic recipe: plain flour, sugar, yeast, melted butter, oat milk, vegetable oil and apple cider vinegar. Combine all the ingredients and let rest for an hour. Oh, I put the oven back on, I don't need it. It needs to rest for an hour. Divide into balls, roll it out 5mm thick into rounds, and then cut a spiral. Makes it easier to spiral it down the can, and then bake for 15 to 20 minutes, gas mark 4 or 180 degrees C. Don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. That's my recipe. I don't remember where I got it. I tend to just look online and find one that looks reasonable. I might have got it off of a YouTube video and then maybe made adjustments to it. I'm notoriously bad for adjusting recipes or just kind of winging it, making it up as I go along. I am still going to halve it because I don't have enough butter, I don't think, because I used most of it. I used half of what I had, which wasn't very much to begin with, on the shortbread cookies. So make my dough and let it rest. Plain flour and sugar. Doesn't say what type of sugar. Oh, I don't have a huge amount of plain flour. Hopefully that's enough. Yeast and butter. I need 50 grams of melted butter, and I only have this much. Okay, I've got 300 grams and some left over. Oh, the butter should have been melted. Okay. Just gonna melt the butter in a cup in the microwave. Just pretend I didn't do that. Just gonna give it 20 seconds and hope that the flour doesn't cook. 50 grams of sugar. Oops, I went a bit crazy there. It's like, that's not very much sugar. Sorry, I'm not seeing anything. There we go. 30 mil. That's an annoying measurement. Just do a little bit of olive oil. That tastes funny. I'm going off recipe. How soon did you predict that would happen? 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Whoopsie. 200 ml of milk. Okay, we hope this is not too wet. We need the yeast in there. And the yeast. It's very, very wet currently. It's becoming a bit more dough-like. Still very wet though. Combine all and mix into a dough. Okay, I was so good with those instructions. I wrote this down so long ago. I think we're going to need more flour, you know. Probably shouldn't have just added all the milk in like that. That's too gooey. Too gooey. I won't be able to roll that. I've we gone the wrong way? Are we too dry now? I think this will be alright. I'm going to give it a knead. Doesn't say to, but if it's got yeast and it's got to be a dough, a bit of kneading won't hurt. If I can get my rings off. It's so hot in here. My fingers are all swollen up. Oh, this can's so toasty. And actually it's a cold, rainy day to do this. Okay, let's get kneading. Okay, it is stickier now. Oh, very sticky. I could stick it in my stand mixer, but I've already done half the job. Let's just stick a bit more flour in. Yeah, I know, I could knead it on the table, but that just makes more mess. Oh yeah, we can. Very sticky again. If you're trying to follow this recipe, I'm sorry. Just make it so that it's a dough that you can roll. It doesn't eat your fingers. If you're using me to follow a recipe, I feel sorry for you. So sticky. It's like venom. Okay, just gonna add one more bit of flour and then mix it before it gets sticky again. Then I'm gonna let it rest for an hour. Let's say we did like, I don't know, 350 grams of flour, maybe 400 grams by the time I'm actually finished. Now I'm wondering whether I should oil the bowl. Yeah, I'm gonna spritz the bowl. I'm not gonna bother washing it though. But if it has any intentions of rising, it's gonna have a job. But I'm just gonna leave it in there, rest for an hour. I'm gonna put it in the conservatory because that's where it's warmest. I'm gonna try one of these shortbread protein cookie things. I firmed up. It smells like maple syrup and vanilla. That's what it looks like inside. Doesn't look very shortbready, but then I didn't use normal flour, I used almond flour. I can definitely taste the vanilla protein powder. It tastes nice. Not sure I can actually taste the maple syrup though. It kind of has a bit of a shortbread experience to it. There's a slight crispness. If I'm moving my mouth in a weird way, I have an ulcer right here resting on my braces. And no, the wax doesn't help. I've tried multiple different positions. Does nothing. I like them. Not overly sweet. Almondy, but not overly. It's a weird combination of flavours. But it's a nice cookie. I wouldn't call it a shortbread though. I'm assuming I took it from a shortbread recipe and maybe I modified it too much and it's no longer a shortbread. I just realised my love of art is probably influencing my baking in that I want to invent, but I'm not a baker, so I don't really understand the mechanics of cooking or what things do. Like I know like an egg is a binder, baking powder is a leavening rising agent. I know the basics, but sometimes when I've tried to substitute an ingredient for something else, it hasn't worked out quite right. Sometimes when I add an ingredient, it changes the texture. This is good. I couldn't tell you how much protein is in one biscuit though. You can do the maths, I don't do maths. This is the protein powder I put in. And I used 2 scoops. I don't know. And I made 9 cookies. And then I added chia seeds, which is also high in protein, but I mean, how much protein do you get in a chia seed? Okay, I could eat too many of those, I think. A bit of sugar in them, but it is coconut sugar, so that's slightly better than refined sugar. I bought it for the reason that it's supposed to be better than refined sugar. Almond flour I used. This coconut sugar. The dough is rising, maybe. I don't know if it will. I didn't really need it because my recipe didn't say to need it. I just kind of squished it about a bit. I don't want to eat another cookie, but I will resist. Will I? I don't know. Maybe. It's definitely risen. It's been sitting for just over an hour, I would say. Very, very sticky. I'm going to add some more flour. I wiped down the wrong side of the table. Oh, hang on, I need to wash the other side of the table because I'm on the other side. I normally bake on the other side, but that's where I put the camera. I've washed the cans and wrapped some foil around them. It won't stay down until I start wrapping the dough around. This camera is wonky. Okay, I need to put some flour down because it's still very, very sticky. Deflate. Okay. I'm treating this like a pizza at the moment. I'm going to divide it in half because I have 2 cans. I don't know if I'm going to end up with too much dough. Is that really half? That looks a bit bigger. There we go. Right, that. So it needs to kind of be round. I'm going to try and roll it out, I guess. I believe my recipe said about 5mm thick. I don't know if rolling is going to do the job very well. It's very stretchy and wants to keep on stretching back in. I don't have a pizza cutter, but that was what I wrote down to cut the spiral. So I'm just going to have to use a knife and do it very gently because I don't want to cut into my table. The oven is heating to gas mark 4, 180 degrees C. Just keeps on pulling back in again, but I think I've got it about 5mm. Let's get a butter knife. It's cutting, but I think a pizza cutter would probably work better. Note to self, buy a pizza cutter. A roundy one. You know, one of the little roller things? This might be enough to do both of them. In which case I might have to freeze the rest of it. Right. I've got to try and keep this wrapped around whilst I wrap this around. And I want it to overlap so that it sticks together. If you've never had one of these, you basically tear the strips off and it just sort of peels apart, which is why it's loaded up in this way. Trying to unravel the spiral at the same time. You cook them standing up. That way it cooks evenly all the way around. One is slightly smaller than the other, but that's fine. We have our 2 chimney cakes and then half the dough left. So if I had 4 cans, I would have got my 4 Kurtos Kolach. Apologies if I said that wrong. Butter the outside and coat in sugar cinnamon. I have a little one of these, so I need a bit of butter. Oh, that's better. That's a much better coat. I try not to squish it. I also try not to flick butter at myself. Ready. Go in the oven. Yeah, perfect. Okay. How long did I say they needed to cook for? 15 to 20 minutes. I think maybe I should try and turn the shelf round and give them another 5. Turn the shelf round? Turn the tray round. 15 to 20 minutes, that's my recipe that I wrote down. So informative. But there you go. If you want to know what the recipe is. Let's put another 5 minutes on. Give them an extra 5, so 20 minutes total, and they look about done. Excited. I'm gonna try and get them off the can without burning myself. Oh, so easy. I want to show you. Because the metal's going to be hot. Just pull it by that. Can comes out. Nice. Oh, spoke too soon, didn't I? Come on. Come on. Actually, come on. Oh, there we go. have two. Will they hold their shape without the foil? Feel that steam coming out. Oh, cool! Oh, that's so good! I'm so happy. I've wanted to make these for so long. Don't know what they taste like yet. But we have two. The way the layers are layered over each other. Okay, I need to take the elastics out of my braces and try it. Come down here with me. Oh, that's way too far. You went too far. It's wonky. I've got to see if it peels like it should. I really hope it tastes nice. Yeah, it does. Does it just taste like bread? I don't think it tastes exactly like the ones that you'd get in the food markets and the street vendors in Budapest for multiple reasons, but it tastes nice. And to be honest, it's been like 12, maybe 13 years since I was in Budapest and tried these. It is nice though. Sorry if you hate chewy sounds. I don't enjoy listening to people chew. You wanted to know what it tasted like? It tastes like a sweet bread. And it peels. Can you see it? I can't see if you can see it. It doesn't taste like a churro. I'm happy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I'm gonna eat this.